Bengals free agency has been slow, so slow that I could have taken a nap. You could have taken a nap all week long. Well, it turns out the Bengals, they've been focused on Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, the latest on the significant progress that the Bengals have made to sign their stars right now on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to CBT. I'm James Rapien of BengalsTalk.com. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Happy Friday, where, let's be honest, you've been waiting, I've been waiting, we've all been waiting for the Bengals to make some moves, and no official move yet, but it feels like it's getting close. And I'm going to explain why this is significant news, why this is video-worthy news. But let's first start with the report that initially came out from NFL Network, Tom Pelissero and Ian Rapoport. And from Rapoport and Pelissero to then Adam Schefter to then you had other insiders as well. I know Aaron Wilson tweeted about it, but I'm going to use the NFL Network report. The Bengals, quote, have made significant progress on contract extensions with both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Both deals could be finalized in the coming days, sources tell me and Ian Rapoport. It now appears Joe Burrow will get his wish, both star receivers in Cincy for years to come. All right, so a lot of people are going to see that and celebrate. A lot of people are going to see that and say, all right, well, what the hell is going on? Why is this a report about they're getting closer? It means that, one, there's a ton of optimism. When this comes out, it means there's a ton of optimism that both of these deals are going to get done. Two, I don't think this comes out without the agent saying, yeah, you're right, we're closing in on these deals. And I think some are going to say, oh, well, the Bengals, they knew the lack of inactivity. They wanted some good pub, all of those things. I don't really think that. I think that significant progress has been made. I think that the blueprint is there where if you're T. Higgins, you're probably getting $28 to $30 million per year. I had you in that range anyway before free agency started. And everyone talked about Jamar at that $40 million per year mark. So maybe he gets $40.5 million per year. But ironing out the details is important. And I think that's where the Bengals are at right now, at least with most of these deals and with where they're at. This is good news. And that doesn't take away from free agency. They haven't done enough. But this is a big step that they needed to do regardless. And so hopefully they can get these deals done. Hopefully they have them to a point where now they can be active in free agency and add. And maybe that's what's happening here is Jamar and T are like, all right, well, yeah, let's figure out the final, let's dot our I's and cross our T's, so to speak. At the same time, you got to add to the team now. And hopefully that's what's going to happen because we haven't seen a lot of news. I'm looking here as I record this just in case that something does happen. And look, there's reason to believe if they're this close that the powers that be thought that something would get done today. And I think T. Higgins always planned on staying. I think Jamar obviously wants to get his deal done. Getting these deals done can kind of set the tone for what else the Bengals are going to make moves-wise. And so maybe, just maybe, that is why things have been so silent this week. One doesn't mean the other. Like, these are good moves. Obviously, you want to re-sign Jamar, you want to re-sign T. It would be huge news if they get both done. That doesn't forgive them if they don't bolster their offensive line with two starting guards. And so you can be excited about this and still annoyed with what they've done or not done in free agency. Overall, though, you keep Jamar, you keep T. It's something I've been talking about for years. I literally have talked about this for years with people, whether it's inside the Bengals organization or not. And it really felt like it was just going to be Jamar up until a few months ago when T. Higgins changed agents. And I think it's fair to assume, and maybe it's wrong, but that Jamar, T, and Joe got together. And the Bengals probably realized they didn't have a lot of guys to pay, the DJ Readers, the Jesse Bateses, all these guys that are no longer in town. It's like, well, yeah, we should pay T. It'd be stupid not to. Hence why they tagged him. Put yourself in this position. Now get it done. And hopefully they can get it done, because if they do, it's going to mean for Jamar that he's in position to become the best and most accomplished wide receiver in team history. And it's going to put T. Higgins on that same trajectory of being one of the best wide receivers in team history. And you talk about a core group. Starting your team with Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase is a hell of a place to start. So this is good news overall going into your Friday. Enjoy the weather. Apparently the weather in Cincinnati is going to stink on Saturday. Yes, I've become a weatherman as well. The good news is it's awesome right now on Friday. So had to get the instant reaction out there. I do think this is significant. I do think things are progressing. I buy it. And maybe they prove me wrong, but it feels like both of these deals are going to get done. I said it months ago. I said it 2 months ago that they plan on getting these deals done. It's not going to shock me now. Am I annoyed with what they've done or not done this week? Absolutely. Is this a good sign, a good indicator that Jamar and T are going to get done? Absolutely. You can celebrate. You can cheers to that. And for Andrew Fox-Miller, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Cincinnati Bengals Talk.